Hello. Today we're going to talk about FOMO, the fear of missing out, and the trade-offs that you have to make as you're putting your program together. My name is Chris Butterworth. I got into my 50s as a broken down chronic pain guy and was struggling with a lot of things. Today at 56, I feel great. And I've built this Healthy Butter channel trying to share what I've learned because it's hard to put a functional fitness program together. There's not a one-size-fits-all program, and there's not a lot of stuff online that talks about how people my age can make this thing work for them. So that's what we're doing here. And when we talk about putting a program together, I had a lot of FOMO as I put my program together. I would be doing one kettlebell exercise and I would be wondering why I'm not doing the three others. Like, am I maximizing my program? You're supposed to be able to do this, that, and the other thing. And if I'm not doing them all, I'm not getting to the best, right? And I really struggled with what was important, how much I had to do. Am I being the best kettlebeller that I could be? And sometimes I lost sight of, hey, I feel good today. Like, that was the whole goal of the program, is to wake up and feel good. But I would always be worried I'm missing out on something. Even today, there are three exercises that I really want to try. My program does not have a lot of hanging or pull-ups in it. And I bought some gymnastics rings about a year ago. And they're sitting on a shelf in my garage because I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put them up. And I don't really have time to add that to my program. And while it seems kind of goofy to say, like, why not? Just walk by and do some pull-ups. Except that I keep saying this, I don't need to do everything. I feel awesome and I've got a very well-rounded program and I don't have time. So I'm going to talk about time constraints in a minute. The other two things are, I've seen some videos on flow rope. People that are just like, it's like a long jump rope, a long heavy jump rope, and people are just moving it around and doing some really cool stuff with it. And by watching their bodies when they do that, it looks like a very movement-based activity. I think that it would feel really good to do. A little bit like Tai Chi, but with something in your hands. And Tai Chi takes a long time to get past the basic movements. It looks like with flow rope, you could advance a little faster. And it's also got a little bit of staff work in it. I've never trained with staff. I do have a piece of PVC pipe that sits in my office here, which I use for stretching sometimes during the day. It just feels really good to stretch my body. And sometimes I'll play around with this as if it was a staff, just because I'm a goofball. But I don't do actual staff. I'm not trained. But I think the flow rope has some of those kind of things. I would love to learn how to do that. And the third exercise that I see people do is the kettlebell windmill, which I've always been fascinated by because my hips are so tight. Opening up at a right angle on my body would be really hard, and then getting it over. That's sort of one of the things in my back of my mind. I would love to conquer that because I think that it would really be good for me. But the reality is I only have so much time to work out. I have a full life. I have a family. I have a busy job. I own a house, so there's always home maintenance to do. Then you add social. I want my life to be fun. I don't want to only do workouts. So I work out almost every day, about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the exercise and the routine that I'm doing. I work out with kettlebell, and within kettlebell, I have multiple different exercises that I do. I work out with club, both single arm and double clubs. I work out with Mace, and I do several different exercises of that. So I've got this really well-rounded program. I don't think that I need to add anything to it at this time. I also spend another 10 to 15 minutes a day stepping away from my desk and just doing maybe like a 3-minute stretching. I showed you that staff. It's a PVC pipe. I'll spend 3 minutes just stretching. I might do some ground stretches. I have a step, like a 12-inch step, and I'll do some step ups and step down, maybe holding weight. Um, I do some groundwork, just a few different things that I do. Sometimes I'll pick up a mace during the middle of the day just to loosen up my shoulders, do 2 or 3 minutes of that. So I try to take a few breaks during the day and just do some stretching so I'm not sitting at a desk hunched over all day. So 20 to 30 minutes for workouts, 10 to 15 minutes for break up stuff and little stuff throughout the day. That's upwards of 45 minutes, and that's all that I'm willing to give to my program until such time as I either have more time to give it or until my body needs more to feel good. The whole purpose of doing this is to feel good. And so my program right now makes me feel great. There's no reason to add to it other than I want to try something new or I feel like I'm missing out on something. So as you build your program, think about the constraints you have. Think about the fact that if you're doing something, it's 1,000 times better than doing nothing. And if you can add one exercise and then add a second exercise that maybe moves your body a little bit differently, you're light years ahead of most of the population that's out there. Do that for a little bit of time and see how you feel. If you start to feel better, great. If you feel like you want to add something to it, maybe you have 3 different workouts. You go A, B, C, and then you go A, B, C again. So you can build your program as complicated as you like, as simple as you like. The entire point of it is, how do you feel? If you feel good, do more of it. If you're not quite fixing it, or if you feel like you're hurting, if something doesn't feel right, dial that back, change something else, add something else. So it's okay to have a list of things that you want to try, but don't feel like you're missing out and you have to do everything and your program has to be all inclusive. You're going to have a really good program going, and then you'll see something online. Some influencer will say, "Oh, if you're not doing this, you're missing out. You're not going to, get to work out nirvana." And it's all a bunch of hype, right? If what you're doing feels good, you got it dialed in. That's all there is to it. Take that and run with it. I hope you build a program that works for you. I hope you feel great. And I hope we do this together. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Go get better.